Welcome to Talk Around Town. I am your host, Joey, coming to you once again from the ShipStation office here at 3800 North Lamar. We broke into the VP of Marketing's office. Robert isn't here today, so we kind of took it over, made it our home. I'm sitting here with Miguel and Byron. Miguel, that's your name. What do you do?
Yeah, so I'm Miguel Cáceres. I'm the iOS and Android developer here at ShipStation. I initially got hired on to write the iPhone app,
and you've done that and a lot more.
Yes.
Very cool. And Byron.
I'm Byron Weir. I'm one of the engineers here and also one of the co-founders.
Very cool. Thank you guys for both sitting down. So we're sitting around this table today because we're talking about mobile. Mobile for e-commerce it's huge. Just when you look at business percentages, I think it was on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, mobile accounted for roughly a third of all sales. All came through a mobile device. They're expecting in 2017, I think over or close to 50% of all e-com sales through mobile devices, which is unreal. It's incredible the growth that we've seen from mobile with e-commerce. And ShipStation, of course, we're kind of in this very unique spot where we're one of a kind. We've got a mobile app free on, this is the plug, free on iOS and Android devices and iOS tablets. Why did we decide 2 years ago to kind of get into the mobile game? Why did we decide to make that leap from, the web app, which was available anywhere you had an internet connection, to a mobile app? What was the decision behind that?
Yeah, I think it's something we've always wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, beyond the obvious reasons of that's just the way things are going.
Right.
I think we just began to understand the degree at which our customers are on their mobile devices, or at least away from their computers. Most of our customers are entrepreneurial in nature. Most of them are not spending their day from 8 to 5 doing what they do. So many of them have day jobs. So being able to be on the go and check in on their business, be able to do customer service on the road, those types of things were the things that initially we said, we really need to provide a mobile experience for.
No, and that's so true. Just, having started in ShipStation on support, I can remember, because I came on I guess it was about a year before the app came out. I can remember taking tickets about folks who were just really, hey, I'm not always at my computer. What can I be doing? How can I access this sort of stuff? The website isn't exactly, the app was obviously developed for the web. So it wasn't as mobile friendly as our users necessarily. It wasn't as robust as users wanted it to be on mobile. So coming up with this solution of bringing ShipStation to mobile, that met that demand. Miguel, so that's what brought you to ShipStation. Was we had this idea, we had this plan to do it. What was that process like, creating literally something? So we had the web app, but you built mobile apps out of this. Tell us, what was that like? What was the biggest challenge that you ran into?
To be honest, day one, new file, new project, just blank slate.
Right.
That was the biggest challenge. Just what do I do? And that's where, honestly, the way I really got through it was collaboration with Byron. He's the co-founder of ShipStation, so he has all the knowledge,
right.
all the ShipStation knowledge, and I had the kind of the iOS chops, and both of us together, he creating the Android, me creating the iOS, just kind of collaborating over and over again, just feature after feature. We just kind of breeze right through it
and figure out what worked, what was gonna go into it all. So did you kind of have, and this may be getting into the nitty gritty of 2 years ago, did you kind of have free reign to all right, you've got this blank slate, what should it be, or what was there? Were there guidelines? Or was it just entirely, we need this app, let's see you do it?
To an extent, you could say that I had a lot of input.
Yeah.
But it was very loose, by the way.
Yeah,
There was no like, oh, I'm the project manager, and there's no like, it was just all self-organized. And basically, Byron ended up being like the project manager and kind of having multiple hats there, like project manager and the Android developer, and then I was over here kind of working with him and fleshing things out. So.
Very cool. So again, the app launched, ShipStation Mobile launched 2 years ago in April. I can't believe April's on Saturday already, but how has the app changed? How is each version, so we've got the Android, we've got iOS. How have they changed in the 2 years since we originally launched?
Yeah. I mean, it started like most things here is a skunkworks project. Like, can we do this, and can we leverage the infrastructure we have to provide these mobile apps, and since we're cloud-based, it makes it very possible.
Oh, yeah.
Data centralized, it's very easy to do the mobile from a data standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
But it became, initially, let's provide data. Let's empower our users with data and let them have access to, real-time order information, real-time tracking information. As they get questions throughout the day from their buyers, they can go out and give them, accurate information,
right,
whether they're at their shipping facility or their office. Or not. So that's kind of where it started, and it's one of those great problems to have because you put something out and people just start giving you feedback like crazy, and so you get tons of feedback about what people would like to be doing remotely and from a mobile system. So. We kind of went through the standard process of like let's collect and aggregate and figure out like what can we make the most people happy with in terms of functionality, and started adding those things. And now, we're close to feature parity with the desktop application in terms of things you can actually do and accomplish and be productive in the application.
Yeah.
So you can create a label, you can
create returns.
Yep. End of day form,
rate calculator.
It's all there. It's literally ShipStation in your pocket, which is wild. I mean, everything that ShipStation does, and then I can pull up the app right here, and I can get so much done. I could get ship done, right from literally wherever I am, and that's kind of one of the things I love. So. When I've gone to trade shows, back when I was on support, we would, if someone had a question, we could pull up, the app. We could pull up their account on the app and say, all right, well, let's take a look at this. And you can, in case you don't have a laptop available, you've still got something you can work with. I've seen account managers and support reps do that at trade shows where we can just kind of, oh, hey, well, let's take a look at something real quick. Oh, did you try this? And it works because it's literally ShipStation right there. So you can do, trade shows in an airport. If your plane has Wi-Fi, while you're in the plane, while you're right before bed, you can check and see, oh, did something new come in? Oh, what have I got to do? What's waiting for me tomorrow morning when I get in? We've kind of brought, and I say we, when it's really the two of you have brought this sort of crazy availability to our users no matter where they are. They can send something to print right as they're falling to sleep, and they get into the office and there's their priority labels ready to go. Right. That's just wild because no one can possibly be at work every instant of every day, but ShipStation Mobile kind of lets them be at work. You can still be handling these new orders, these important orders at the last minute while you're out of the office. I love it. I think it's one of the coolest things that we offer. So kind of going off that, I'm gushing about it. What are your favorite features? What personal favorites coming from essentially the fathers of ShipStation Mobile? What are your favorite features in the app? If you had to pick one, I know it's hard. I know that's a harsh question.
In terms of like usefulness, I would say just notifications in general, right? Just being able to not be living inside the application all day from a computer, but just being able to know, like, hey, you got a new order. You have something to take care of. And for many of our, people that are, running entrepreneurial businesses and, do get sporadic orders, that's a huge advantage for them, right? They can now say, okay, I've got to find time to go fulfill this thing, as opposed to constantly checking, and spending time wondering, do I have something to do? So to me, that seems like one of the most useful things, and we're, would love to find and have considered a lot of other ways we can use that to let them know about events in the business. So.
And you can see it on your watch too, on your Apple Watch.
Yeah. So it'll push to notifications, push to the Apple Watch.
Yeah. So,
I mean, come on! You just get a little ding. Oh, an order, another one, 3 more. That's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So what's your favorite?
I have a not. It does not push to my watch.
Doesn't push to that. Not yet. Anyways, we'll figure out how to get it in there.
Apple Watch.
Miguel, what's your favorite?
Man, it's I have like 2 favorites, but I'm gonna go ahead.
Let's hear them. Let's hear them both.
Okay, the first one is closing out your end of day, your scan form.
Mm-hmm.
So, instead of the U.S. Postal Service worker coming in and scanning like 500 things, it's just one barcode. Mobile lets you close them out, and then instead of printing out that barcode and wasting the paper, you can go ahead and just display it on your phone and then just scan your phone.
That's
just like
simple.
Just like a QR code.
Yeah.
So very, very, very simple, very easy to use. My second one is probably the newest big feature that we've added is the rate calculator. So say you're at a trade show or at a conference or something, and you just want to get all the rates possible, all UPS, FedEx, US Postal Service, everything, just all at once, all at a glance, from your phone, from your pocket.
That's so cool, and that's
the rate calculator for mobile. It's brand new.
Very cool, and rates. Everyone cares about rates. Everyone always wants to know, well, how much am I going to pay for postage? That's a great tool that we can utilize at trade shows, like you were saying. If a new user's or a potential user comes up, hey, well, how is what you do better than what so and so does? We can just pull up a rate calculator and say, well, check this out. Here's the FedEx rate. Here's the stamps rate, which we get killer discounts on both of those, actually. We'll link out to show you how, in case you don't know, but we've got some good stuff there. Awesome. Any other features that are really just stand out? I know I asked for a favorite, but forget it.
I love that you can print a label from your phone. I think
that
that's
is
pretty
so cool.
It's something that for us was like, hey, we've provided some pretty cool stuff there with ShipStation Connect, and we've kind of taken different parts of our technology stack and put them together to make a pretty useful thing there. So
that one I think is the coolest, because literally it means wherever you are, you can print to your warehouse, to your label printer, and it's there. It's there for either your employees or for you when you get back to the office. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You've got labels. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, for me, once we added that feature, I felt like that's when the app truly matured into like a full app. So that was pretty cool back in the day.
Yeah.
Let me mention one more thing. I think insights are really, really nice for somebody who is trying to see how their business is performing, either from a sales perspective, an operational perspective. Just being able to, especially for omni-channel sellers, right? People that are selling in multiple places, we're aggregating all that stuff together. So, even if you're just trying to see where are you selling best today, or what products are moving today, those types of questions can be answered with insights, which I think is pretty nice.
That's so cool. You can make business decisions based off data from your phone. That's just cool. So, any hints, any spoilers, anything cool on the way you guys are allowed to talk about?
I think largely we hear people, the gap that still exists between the app. I mean, the app changes quickly, and so keeping the mobile applications in parity with that's always a challenge. But we look to further close that gap. We're making progress.
Oh yeah, for sure,
definitely. So, so trying to close that gap. I think we largely focused on, now that we think we've got the app more or less replicated in mobile format, like where is the mobile device better than a desktop? What can I, where does it have advantages over using a desktop?
Right.
How can we leverage that? Those are things we're focused on for sure. It's trying to now move forward in new ideas, things we don't do on desktop.
That's cool. Yeah. Trying to find that new angle, because you can take an iPad, an iPhone, an Android, you can take that somewhere you can't take your desktop, your laptop, your shipping station. So, that's intriguing. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. I'm sure I'll be writing about where we're going to be going eventually once it's released, once it's ready to go. That's cool. Awesome.
I think we're more impatient than anybody to see some of the stuff come together. I mean, we're excited about it, and it keeps us up at night.
Very cool. Well, Byron, Miguel, thank you so much for sitting down. Thanks for the conversation about ShipStation Mobile. Again, free to download on iOS devices, including tablet, Android devices as well. We'll link to it when we release the video, so that everyone can just click, boom, boom. There it is. Get the app. Get more ship done wherever you are. Thanks again, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.